what you're doing out at Sylvan Beach, I think, is your next big thing.
I got to tell you,
I'm very happy about it.
I love the area. I love where we live. People say, why do you live in upstate New York? And I say, well, I travel all over, and I've never met people that were nicer. The Midwest, they're very nice out there as well, but this is the weather. I like the weather, other than maybe a month or so in the middle of winter.
Other than today.
Exactly.
I mean, 3 months a year, it's beautiful around here.
Yeah, man.
It is, isn't it?
Well, I was driving home last night. I was at Penn State University doing a gig, and we're driving. A buddy of mine was riding with me, and we're like, "Oh my God, this is the worst weather we've driven in 2 years together." Because we had a big whiteout coming up all the way up the Pennsylvania 81 and all this. We're like, oh my God,
which is a rough road to begin with.
Especially at night when you're driving and it's snow and it's
slippery, it's icy. There's all people, and there's the Amish coming up. We're going, what the heck is this? They come up on you like, whoa, But,
okay, you're going slow if they're coming up on you.
That's great. But no, I live up in Sylvan Beach during the summertime, and I have a lot of friends that live up there, and we really love the area. And my wife and I were walking one day, and for like 2 or 3 years, the Fowls Beach House was for sale. And my wife, whatever my wife wants to do, she usually gets me to do it. So she goes, oh, we have to buy that. Let's buy that and do something with it. I go, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
I said, it's a fortune. The guy wanted $1.5 million, and I go, we're not going to pay that. So after 3 years, he came down in price a lot, drastically. And we said, okay, we made an offer, got it accepted. And we didn't know what we were going to do with it. However, we asked everybody under the sun what we could do with it. We decided we're going to make it into what it used to be, 1940s. It used to be the Rat Pack used to go up there. They were in a
lot of history in Sylvan Beach.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., all the people that were on the tours throughout the Catskill Mountains would come up and perform there, all the big bands.
Big Barbra Streisand movie was, I think it might have been our first big movie was made in Sylvan Beach.
Yeah, and so we're just, we said, okay, we'll buy. Here's the short of the story. So we purchased it. We go, what are we going to do? Finally, we said, you know what? These barn weddings are huge. Okay, people are getting married at barn weddings, and we researched it. We go, let's fix it up and rent it out as a facility. And my wife and I would rent it out, and that's her job, and I perform. And
so it was a barn venue, like
a barn venue.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay. Then I partnered up with Ori DiCastro over at the beaches, and we were on board with that. And some things weren't getting done. They were phenomenal, but we weren't moving fast enough for them. Yeah. So we decided, okay, we're going to work together in the future sometime. But then Dave Sturpey, who owns Dibbles Inn in Vernon, who's my neighbor right directly across the street from me at Sylvan Beach, who loves Sylvan Beach.
Yeah.
And he just remodeled Dibbles Inn. People had, they do 189 or so weddings there a year. And he built the cannery next door, which is a barn, but he didn't call it a barn. He called it the cannery.
Oh, okay. And they do barn weddings there?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
And he bought the mason jar, right?
A legendary place out there.
So he's doing that, and he said, oh, my God, when he looked at the plans of what I was doing, he said, we have to make that just a venue for weddings and also parties and banquets and stuff, but mostly weddings. So we had the same people that designed the Turning Stone. Ori DiCastro introduced me to the people that designed the architects. So this is, you probably can't see it, but this is what it looks like. It's going to look like now.
I love it. It's an Art Deco look, something you might see down in Miami Beach.
So, yeah, exactly.
And Great Gatsby, that sort of really...
Tony Montana.
Yeah. Really cool.
The thing is, Dave Sturpey was telling me,
that's going to look so... I mean, you're right up on the water there, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be with the water as the backdrop.
It's 10,000
It is
square
Miami
feet.
Beach.
It is.
There you go.
It is. And upstairs, we're going to have 5 luxury condominiums. So if your families come from out of town, they can stay upstairs and downstairs. It's going to be all redone, tufted bar. It's going to be gorgeous when it's all done. And we're going to open that. We're taking bookings now for next spring, 2018. Right now, it's under construction. If you drive by, you'll see it's under construction.
All right.
And it's a lot of work.
So the Dibbles people are going to be handling the reception end of it, the food and all of that stuff.
The beverage.
So you have the venue. So if you wanted to throw a big comedy show there, a big whatever, you could do that right on.
Yeah. So we're trying to say, like, for example, the 4th of July, we're not going to have weddings there because it's so crazy there. People say, well, geez, if we have a wedding, are people going to come off the beach? Actually, they're not, because we're not going to have it the wildest time of the year up there.
Right.
And if you have it from, you have it May, June, or,
you got to have security
April, May,
for that.
June.
I mean, that's almost like you're in the paparazzi situation. People are coming over, and you got security holding them back, and you could have some fun with that. Yeah, how many people what kind of size party can you handle?
Almost 400.
All right, that's a good size.
Pretty good size. But the funny thing is, people go, geez, the big weddings now are the fall weddings. People want to get
right.
married in the fall, and it's absolutely gorgeous up there. The spring is gorgeous up there. The summer, if you're going to have a wedding in the summertime between July and August, you're going to have people on the beach, and you're going to want that. You know what I mean? That's what people want.
You know, you can act as if you're some,
famous celebrity.
Yeah,
right?
they're trying to get into your party, and you got security holding back. You have a good time with it. I like it. That's. I think you're gonna have a great success with that.
Thank you, guys.
And the look is cool. I'm glad you went with that.
Awesome.
And there's a speakeasy that just opened up on Varick Street, and a sudden, this sort of 40s thing is becoming really big right now.
Dave was telling me, he goes, all these weddings that he puts on, they have it in a barn, they have it at Dave's place, they all come back and they decorate like the 1940s, the Gatsby's.
It's hot right now.
That's what's going on.
Yeah. All right, Robert, good stuff. So
Thanks.
Tomorrow from
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
2 to 4, Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
I'll be there doing an author signing and doing some demonstrations of mind reading, speed painting, and we're giving away some free gifts. And it's all the benefit, Believe 271. All the money, the proceeds are coming. I forgot to mention that. That's the biggest part.
Right.
And Believe 271.
You want to do something quickly before you go?
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. Wait. I'm sorry. I got to get my camera.
You're going to. Are you using a bill? You're not using a bill.
No.
You're
I'm just
using a
going to use.
pencil,
You know what?
right.
Do you have? I always do this to you, Bill. Remember the time I did a chapstick in your pocket? You know what? I wish we could do something here.
What do you need?
I just need. I'll do it on the back of this. This will be our little fun thing. I'm going to make a little prediction on the back here. Bill, think of any your first love of your life. Think of the first love of your life that broke your heart.
Okay.
You've had maybe one or two loves.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to write this down, what I think her name might be, or his. And we're going to write. We never know, Bill. Back then.
Yeah. I've got it lodged into my head, just so you know.
Okay, I'm not going to let anybody see it now. I have it, and you're going to look at it now. What? The initials or the name? Doesn't matter. What is it?
It's just one letter.
No, you can't see it.
It's just one
What's
letter.
the letter?
The letter M.
Now, if I had A down here, it'd not be amazing, but M would be.
Yes. M, yeah.
And what is the person's name?
Myself.
M.
And there is the letter M.
Myself.
Wow. Myself. My first love.
See, that his first love is himself.
My first love.
And you want to get this. This is DiCastro's where Bill's getting married for the 5th time. All right, we're going to have that to the same wife. The same wife, though.
That's right. All right, good stuff. And it's the former Fowls Beach House. It'll be called what? DiCastro's.
DiCastro's. It's because when you walk in there, it's all in the floor inlaid in terrazzo flooring, which is cost a fortune to replace. But there it goes. 2 places. It's big, huge. Says DiCastro's.
Was it originally DiCastro's?
Originally DiCastro's, and that's who
back in the
partnered up.
day.
Yep.
All right. Very cool, Robert Channing. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.